Hello, welcome to Three at the Back. I'm Ben Kelly. I'm here with Joe Howler and Jonathan Metcalfe.
Hello.
Lovely football podcast. It's been a very long time, but that's not necessarily our fault.
And when we say
I say our fault, I say me and John. It's been a long time since we put out an episode, but we did record an episode last week before Joe completely misplaced the file and fucked us all over.
Okay.
So,
would you like to apologise, Joe?
I apologised for losing the file.
So it's a week later than we anticipated, but the show goes on. So here we are again. We're here to discuss several things, including the weekend's games and a couple of other topics. Now, the other thing that we have to mention is that weeks and weeks ago, when the last episode came out, we started to put together our Premier League all-time 11, and then we discussed some of it last week. And then Joe over there lost the file, so so we're missing the fullback instalment. We went for Ashley Cole and Gary Neville.
Yeah.
So you'll just see them; they'll just appear. We've had the debate at length,
and the debate was rather marvellous.
Yeah.
I can't even say that word.
So what?
I was going to say rather marvellous, but I said rather marvellous.
Brilliant. So there we
As
go.
you were.
So this week it's centre backs, but we'll come on to that later.
Indeed, we will.
First of all, we'll talk about Brentford because we were going to neglect Brentford because Man City played Liverpool, but they had quite the game against Burton Albion. So Joe, what did you make of it?
It was, in all fairness, we dominated the whole game. But they had 3 chances on the bounce and put them all in the back of the net. It was 3 good chances. To be honest, the most annoying thing is they all came from set pieces, 2 corners and a free kick. But the 2 corners were identical. Cross in, ended up at the back post, someone put it in the back of the net. One time it was a header, the other time it was a shot. Marvin Sordell, I think, scored both of them. And then one was a free kick, decent free kick. I can't. It was a free kick. It was in the corner. What can you do over the wall? But the court, obviously, in training this week, Dean Smith's going to have to go, okay, we have to sort out these corners because it was pretty abysmal the way we defended. It was embarrassing.
Not quite as bad as Arsenal.
Not quite as bad as Arsenal.
Oh, dear me. Yeah, it was terrible. But
anyway, but then, second half came in and literally Burton didn't have a chance. It was a complete chance after chance. It could have been 8.
Really?
Yeah, it was quite. We attacked so well. Hotter. At the heart of everything again. Probably I'd say the best sign in January, the best loan recall in January. 12 starts, 8 goals. That's what he's got since he coming back. So he was at the heart of everything. He got himself a goal. I think Lasse VB scored 2 and Canos scored 2. But yeah, it was very, very nice to see. Nice to come back from some. You think a lot of players would let their head drops and just go, fuck it, we're 3-1 down. I don't know what Dean said at half time, but it must have been summit. But yeah, overall, I was content at the weekend.
Istanbul kind of magic.
I had a dream that we would beat Burton today.
Brilliant. Well, it leaves you 10 points off Blackburn in 22nd. Would you categorise yourself as safe from relegation now?
I would say we are headed just straight for mid-table mediocrity.
Brilliant.
And that's
it's
exactly
where
I
every
want to
good club wants to be. Exactly. Wigan are going to be a lost cause, aren't they?
Yeah, they're gone. They're gone. It's over.
It's all over.
Rest
Sorry.
in peace.
Sorry to all those Wigan fans out there. We'll move on then to the showpiece event of the weekend, which was Manchester City 1, Liverpool 1. A game both sides could have won, a game both sides could have lost, a game that should have probably ended 4-4. What do you make of it, John?
Lots of missed chances.
Lots and lots of them.
Missed chances. And I was saying to Ben,
Adam Lallana's a mug, pass it on.
I was saying to Ben as the match was going on, we just missed a wonderful chance. I said, we're so good at missing chances. And then 2 minutes later, Lallana misses that chance. I'm like, well, it looks like it's contagious. He passes through the air.
Just an absolute mug. I don't understand. Lallana's a top player. He had a great game. But, oh, man.
It was bad.
It was bad. It was so bad. I'd say on Match of the Day, Danny Murphy commented that he thought City edged the game in terms of chances, and they probably did, to be honest. Probably had the more chances, but that Adam Lallana chance was the chance of the match that wasn't taken. And I think really that chance being missed makes it 2 points drop for Liverpool more than it does for City, because really, you've got away with one there. I mean, sure, City have chances. Aguero had that one where he goes through the box and he falls over and then De Bruyne hits the post. He had one right at the end that he put over the bar. But it should have been. Lallana should have scored before both of those chances. So it would have been a completely different game. I honestly believe that is a major 2 points drop for Liverpool. But before the game, I'd have taken a draw.
During the game, I would have taken a draw.
Yeah,
Before
the game, deep down, I'd have taken a draw. Considering that Arsenal had lost, I thought, you know what, just come away from the Etihad with a point. We're unbeaten against the top 6 all season. That hasn't happened for years and years and years. It's all lovely jubbly, and overall, I'm relatively content with the point, but it should have been 3. Anything to add, Jonathan?
It was a fantastic game.
It was.
Wonderful
It was
game,
a really good
especially
game.
near to the end.
You wouldn't tell, though, through Martin Tyler's voice, would you?
No.
Here's Aguero. Adam Lallana's missed that chance
missed
there.
That. Oh dear.
What a shame.
I
United are catching them.
Can't wait for my dinner later. Yeah.
United are catching them.
That smells like blood.
No, could have put you over the edge.
Go on.
Gabriel Jesus.
To be fair, that's a genuine comment.
He definitely would have buried that chance at the end.
Yeah.
He definitely would have buried that chance at the end.
Because let's say if he was playing, I'm not saying in
So now Aguero's going to leave City because
he misses sitters.
Yeah, because let's say Gabriel Jesus comes on the bench. Aguero's missed 2 chances. He's like, let's freshen things up, fresh pair of legs. He comes on and buries a couple of those. You win 3-1, buzzing.
Easy.
But he can't bury them. I said fresh pair of legs. It's the opposite of what he's got.
It does make for very interesting reading in the Premier League in the top 6. Even Everton are starting. I mean, everybody else has a couple of games in hand. In terms
Everton's got 2 games.
Yeah,
less than else,
but we go to 2 games more.
2 games.
So play 2 games more.
Yeah, so
the
2 teams Leicester play.
Oh right, okay, yeah, yes, that is true.
Yeah.
We of course play Everton on the 1st of April after the international break. But the table makes a very interesting reading if you remove Chelsea from the equation, because Tottenham are on
shame in it.
Tottenham are on 59, City are on 57, Liverpool are on 56, Man United are on 52, Arsenal are on 50, which is just glorious. And we've discussed at length whether Arsene Wenger is going to go. I think he should, but we'll see. But we'll move on to Everton because that's sort of the next thing we wanted to talk about. The possibility of Romelu Lukaku walking away from the club. It's a really interesting one because my question is really, is Romelu Lukaku looking good because of the club he's at, or is he genuinely a top player?
I think he's better than the club. I think his quality is better than 6th place in the Premier League. I think he could waltz into the majority of the sides. Maybe not United with Ibrahimovic, maybe not, but obviously maybe next year. Yeah, he could waltz in. He could waltz into your team.
If Gabriel Jesus is shattered ankles ever recover
themselves.
Chelsea probably not, because obviously why would they want to?
But you say that, right? And this.
So you said most of the top 6, and then wrote off half of them.
Yeah, Harry Kane's pretty good and all, isn't he?
So this is the debate.
Just Liverpool, then.
Just Liverpool, yeah. Instead of Roberto Firmino and Everton, This is the debate I was having with my mum. My mum's an Everton fan, and she. Would you think Romelu Lukaku could be just as good as Harry Kane or Diego Costa with even better players around him? So the question is, is he just looking good because of the club he's at and he's the guy scoring all the goals, or is it a case of he's really good even with terrible players, average players around him? Ross Barkley's probably the next best player at Everton. Well, who else? Morales, I don't know. That guy, but he's not. He's running CDM anyway. With better players, if you were to put him in the Chelsea side, is he going to be even better, or is he just going to look? Is he just a big fish in a small pond at Everton?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's one of those things, isn't it? Because you've obviously got, let's say, example, Scott Hogan, where he looked good because no one else was fucking scoring. He was the only one that scored, essentially. He was the outlet of all the goals, which is a similar situation to Everton. He's moved to Aston Villa. I'm not saying Aston Villa have got better players, but he's not the same.
No.
So if you move to Chelsea, would he be average? Because he isn't there's different goal-scoring outlets at Chelsea. But then, is a striker all about the goals he scores? Is a best striker the best striker because he's got so many goals, or is it what he does for the team? Now, I've not really analyse Lukaku's stats, how many chances he creates and stuff like that, how many passes he makes. But if he is a sort of a team player, he can sit in that team. And obviously, Chelsea at the moment are sort of running a one-man. Well, I don't want to say one-man team, but
Chelsea
in terms of goal score
team.
and goal scoring outlet, Costa is their main man. But then most clubs do have a main man, except for Liverpool.
That is true. So Lukaku has 21 goals this season. That's a goal every 117 minutes. That is, by the way, the highest in the Premier League. He's scored the most goals so far this season. Goals per game, 0.8. He's got 6 assists, and he's created 8 big chances this season. Defending, he makes 0.2 tackles per game, but you wouldn't really expect that. Successful dribbles, he has 1.9 per game. I was hoping for some passes, but there doesn't seem to be. I was hoping some passing stats, but there is a lack of that on SofaScore. So thanks very much for that. So the question remains, John. What do you think, and where do you think he could go
Chelsea,
if he was to leave? Chelsea.
If Diego Costa's a runner, because he's a dickhead.
Yeah,
he's a Suarez essentially.
He could do anything.
Yeah,
he's a live wire.
You don't know what he's going to do. He's crazy.
I think he's a very good player, and I think he could be taken a step further with good players around him, but only good players that work well with him, because he's kind of like a big, bruising centre forward who just gets into places and marauds at defences. Something like Wilfried Bony was at Swansea, and then he came to City, and it just didn't work because he just got in the way. He didn't work well with Aguero. So he could be taken a step further, but he's got to be taken to the right team and not to snatch saying, oh, he can score goals.
Yeah.
It's got to work in the system.
Well, it's that sort of tactic, isn't it?
I, for one, actually believe he could fit in at Man United. Zlatan Ibrahimovic seems set to stay another season, but I don't know if you've seen, literally in the last hour before recording, West Ham have revealed that they're interested in taking Wayne Rooney this summer if Man United allow him to leave.
Okay.
Now, I'm no mug, but I realise that Wayne Rooney once played for Everton, and I think that could be quite a nice little situation there. Swapperoonie, as they might say. Make that the title. Make that the title of the episode.
No. I don't want to put that on the thumbnail.
So I think that there is actually quite a path there for Lukaku to go to Everton. Go to Everton. Go to Manchester United. Especially since. I mean, I don't know how well they got on, but he must have some sort of past relationship with Jose Mourinho. Zlatan isn't going to last forever. Let's be honest with ourselves. He's going to stay another season, if that. I don't know whether... It's not confirmed he's going to sign another contract. But I think that Lukaku, at however old he is, I'm going to tell you right now, he is...
23.
He is 23, you bang. I was going to say 23, but I wanted to get the... He's 23. Rooney goes, Zlatan goes.
Yeah.
They've then got a 23-year-old Romelu Lukaku and a 20-year-old Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think
the problem is with that though, Jose Mourinho didn't have a good relationship with Romelu Lukaku. He's not one known for setting up young players, but what he did with Romelu Lukaku essentially set him out on loan until he's good enough to sell him, and then sold him. Essentially, they were just milking him.
Yeah.
And that's what he did with a lot of youngsters. That's how Chelsea are so financially good. What's that word? Because they do that with the youngsters. They loan them out until they cost a bit of money, and then they sell them for how much.
Well, Lukaku went for 35.4 million, which seems like a very low offer. That's another good thing that Everton need to consider here, because if they choose to sell him, they can get a lot of money for him. They're going to get 60 million for him.
Yeah, I was thinking 60.
And is that more valuable to Everton than the player himself, to be able to build a team to perhaps push themselves into that top six?
Everton are known to be the good player. Arteta, he was like their main man, and their money came, and they were like, "Fuck it, go." Tim Cahill, I don't know if he went on a free, to be honest, but Tim Cahill was a big player. They also sold for a bit of dollar. They're known to get rid of them if everybody's got a price.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
If United want to match that price, then he's gone.
He's gone.
Everton like the money.
Because it is about Everton now. They've got a good manager in Ronald Koeman. It is about them trying to figure out to get a way into that top six. Because if you take the top six away, obviously it sounds like a sort of Paul Merson quote, but they're because they're seventh. It sounds like a Paul Merson quote because they're seventh, but they are quite clearly the best of the rest in the league, aside from that top six.
Yeah.
So for them, the next 5 years or so under Ronald Koeman is all about how to get into that top.
Penetrate,
how to break into there. So the question is, you would argue that based on this season, you would argue that they can't do it with just Lukaku. I think it would be more beneficial to them to have that 60 million plus whatever money because they've got a new owner, remember, who's going to pump a lot of money into the club. They're getting a new stadium.
Are they?
Yeah. Well, the plans are about to be unveiled.
What are they going to do? They're going to knock Goodison Park down.
I believe they're moving away. I believe they're going towards the docks. But don't quote me on that.
Waterfront.
Yeah. So they're moving into a new age as a club.
Quite nice.
Lovely water view,
lovely
riverside views. Yeah,
see the river. See a boat.
Yeah,
a banana boat.
So for me, it's possible that 60 million will be more valuable to Everton as a club to invest across the team. They need a new goalkeeper. They need better creative wingers, I think.
Their team is heavily aged.
Yeah.
You've got Baines, Jagielka, fucking Gareth Barry.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
very old. They need a bit of...
They're going in the right direction with Morgan Schneiderlin for me.
Oh, he's been fantastic, hasn't he?
So for me, it's possible that just sell him. Just sell him and get what you can for
The
him.
problem is, that's what Tottenham did with Bale,
Yeah.
and then they just invested into a lot of shite, and they were shit for like 4 years.
Yeah, and Liverpool did the same with
Suarez.
Suarez. So look, it's possible it doesn't come off, but I think right now, if Everton, not Tottenham are fine. if Everton want to break into that top six, I think they need to invest in the squad as a whole.
Yeah,
not just put all their eggs into one Romelu Lukaku sized basket.
Because at the end of the day,
It's a big basket.
in the next two seasons,
Yeah.
Jagielka will be fucking shit. Baines, God, I can't believe he's still going, but he'll be shit.
They've got that
will go
Galloway
shit.
coming in on the left and
Oh,
left
they
back.
have,
He's
yeah,
decent, and they've got some good young players. They've got that Davis and that guy who scored at the weekend. I can't remember his name. He's got like a double-barreled name. Forgive me if you're listening, fella.
Haven't they got? Isn't there a player, a forward called Lookman or something?
Yeah, Lookman. There's another guy who scored at the weekend.
I think I know who you mean.
They've got some other dude
they've got
that Wigan loaned as well, but he's shite.
Oh yeah.
Like
So they've got a good youth setup.
Plenty.
They've got a good player in Seamus Coleman who gets a few goals. Ashley Williams is a decent defender.
Yeah.
They've got Guy and Schneiderlin. And they've got Barkley. If they can get Barkley firing, he's a decent player.
Barkley's
Well, it
just
turns
so
out they don't
average.
need to do that much. Yeah. They'll be all right.
Yeah, get Aaron Lennon.
Yeah. Oh dear me.
I've got an A side, haven't they? Fuck me. They'll be shit.
Is it? I wonder how old is Aaron Lennon? Is he aged or has he just been around for a long time?
33, I'm guessing.
33.
Should we do
Aaron
a drum
Lennon.
roll? Should we do it? Come on.
Aaron Lennon.
Saucy 35 for me.
35.
He's gonna be 29, isn't he?
He's 29. Is
Yeah.
Oh my god.
See, he's not aged. He's just been
29.
around a long time.
Yeah.
There's a
He
different...
was young for ages.
Yeah, he was young for ages.
Smile.
Yeah,
Oh.
smile. Yeah, there's loads of pictures of him in a Tottenham shirt smiling, and then there's one of him holding an Everton shirt, and he just looks glum as fuck.
All right.
Oh dear. Right, so we'll move on.
Yes.
So we're happy for Romelu Lukaku to just do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
basically.
piss off. Go to Real Madrid. Who
Do-
cares?
do
they need
what
a
you
striker, probably.
Benzema, yeah, but especially Benzema goes to Arsenal like he's been linked with for the last 7 years.
We might do when, I don't know, when
Wenger out.
goes.
Sorry, who?
The boat's coming back into the dock. The Benzema-sized boat.
Right, so our team so far, our Premier League best ever 11, consists of Petr Cech, and our lost episode we decided on Gary Neville and Ashley Cole.
Indeed we
so
did.
here is the team right now on the screen.
It's looking good.
It's looking lovely.
Did you do that, Joe?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Nice.
He's put it together and everything. So, centre backs, gentlemen. There are many centre backs to discuss, and I would like to raise. I mean, I could raise so many. It's untrue. You could, if you just go through every big team essentially, and start thinking of top players that you could put in there. You've got Vidic. You've got
Ferdinand.
You've got Rio Ferdinand. Let's try and pick. Let's try and pick two per team.
Yeah.
Right, belting. So Man United,
Rio and Vidic.
Rio and Vidic.
Yes.
Man City.
No. Big team, what?
You got Vincent Kompany.
Les Scott.
And then
Vincent
maybe...
Kompany, but he's injured half the
No,
time.
Vincent Kompany's
No,
not
but
getting a
as-
look in. He's not getting a look in.
No, he won't really get a look in, but when he was not the injury-prone player he was.
He's made 229 appearances for the club.
He was a superb
John
player.
Stones is alright, though, isn't he?
John Stones is actually
Just move right.
No.
To be fair, John Stones that decided
John
to have to give his
Stones.
life on Sunday.
John Stones.
Piss off.
Everton legend.
Piss off.
Everton legend, John
Piss
Stones.
off.
Right.
Fucking
So
Man
from
City's out of it. They're not a big club.
Tottenham, you could argue Ledley King and
Sol Campbell.
Sol Campbell.
Sol Campbell.
But he also moved to Arsenal. So do you want to?
No, Sol
William Gallas is in there as well.
William Gallas, Colo Torre.
Colo Torre.
There you
Terry.
go. That's City.
John Terry.
Carvalho.
No, he's not going to get a look in.
Well, he's not, but I'm thinking about two big
Oh,
centre backs
okay.
for Chelsea.
No,
Now.
and
Two
then
big
for
ones.
Liverpool, you've got Jamie Carragher and Sami Hyypiä. I believe.
God, you're gonna fucking do Liverpool ones. You're just wrong. I know. I'm picking.
Jamie
it's obvious.
Carragher and John Terry.
Rio Ferdinand and John Terry.
Rio Ferdinand. I'd have Vidic over Ferdinand if I was going to go down that route.
No. Ferdinand for me.
Ferdinand. That's
Legend of the
interesting.
game.
He's not. Yeah, but I don't know. I think Vidic was always. I feel like Vidic always had a lot more control over the back four, and he always seemed to lead the line.
But I think together, those two, Ferdinand and Vidic,
Yeah.
But Vidic was captain.
you need a solid centre-back
Rio's just a
partnership
mug
for-
now on BT, isn't he?
He is a mug, and I hate his guts. I fucking hate him, but he's a bloody good player.
What did we decide in terms of the criteria? Like,
Well, it's
because
one of those
Jamie
things that-
Carragher's one of the most appeared Premier League players ever.
You know, but
But he never won it.
Appeared.
Most appeared. He has,
Yeah, I
he
know,
made the
but-
most appearances, but he never won it.
Yeah.
Didn't tickle you that?
most appeared.
He just came onto the pitch and bang. He's appeared again. How does he do it? He
A
brings
wild Jamie
rabbit out-
Carragher appears.
Brings a rabbit out of a hat. He's doing it again.
No, I, in all honesty, because he didn't win the Premier League, I'm thinking he just doesn't deserve it. Because
Yeah, I know, but in a
Because-
couple
yeah,
of weeks
'cause he
we're going to
took-
move on to midfielders, and we're probably going to put Gerrard in.
yeah, but
so,
Gerrard's a different class compared to Carragher. For me, Carragher is not a standout compared to John Terry. And you need to look as far as the England team, don't you? Really, who got in?
Yeah, but Carragher retired early
Yeah, no, but he still didn't really play for England that much.
because he retired early.
Well, yeah, no. But even when he was like 27, like it was still Rio and Terry, wasn't it? And when Terry pissed off, and even
so going to be outvoted. It's untrue.
now I'll call you Vidic because Vidic was captain of United,
Yeah.
but Ferdinand probably won
And he
more.
kept getting sent off about Liverpool against Liverpool. I know, but
In terms of actual, I could argue that Vidic might be a better centre back than Rio
Yeah.
Ferdinand. I think physically he's probably better,
yeah.
but maybe mentally Ferdinand was a bit more aware. I know you don't like his punditry, but I think he has some things to say when he talks.
Oh
about
no,
defence.
to be honest, I'm joking. I think he's one of the better pundits
Yeah.
on BT. But I think, well, who's on BT?
Robbie
That's
Savage.
decent.
He's a good
He brings up some valid
analyst,
points.
but
Yeah,
he
he-
just
yeah.
annoys me.
Yeah.
Just annoys
His
me.
voice is a bit annoying, but I think when he knows what he's talking about. When defending,
But what about
He does.
Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic then?
John Terry.
But he's a racist.
Yeah, I know he's such a dick, and I hate him as much as the next guy. I hate
Thankfully
Chelsea.
for you, the next guy's me.
Yeah.
And I hate him.
Yeah, I do hate John Terry, but I feel having two Man United defenders. But then, to be fair,
Three Man United defenders.
in all fairness, they are the best, probably
Yeah.
one of the best. Well, definitely the
Teams.
best centre back partnership of Premier League history.
Yeah.
I was going to say Ferdinand and Vidic.
Really,
My
so
two.
negate Terry.
It
whatsoever.
hurts, but that's
Terry,
what I would have said.
Terry is good, and
The amount that
still
they won,
good.
you need a solid centre-back partnership, and those two were
About,
both in equal measures.
David Luiz.
He's alright in, but he's just not done it. I don't think.
My honest opinion is Nemanja Vidic and John Terry, but I'm willing to
To
yield.
change.
I can't see how you can leave Rio Ferdinand now. I'm sorry.
No,
I don't-
he's a Premier League. I'm happy to go for 2 United. You know me.
God.
You just
Are
don't
we-
want to do
are we
it.
gonna
It's
have to do
painful,
it?
but I
We
did
have to
say
do
it,
it.
and I think they
We have
are.
to do it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Fine. Nemanja Vidic and Rio Ferdinand appearing on your screen. Now,
It's
there we
alright.
go. Boof.
It's all right because Ilkay Gundogan will come into midfield next week.
Oh,
That'll
yeah,
make up for
yeah.
it all,
we're
alongside
actually gonna
Steven
get-
Gerrard, and then you've got a Liverpool.
The funny thing is, we're going to actually struggle to get a Man City player in it.
Well, it probably won't happen. But what are you going to put in? Richard Dunn. I'll admit that.
I think it
hands
means
up.
the whole team, but we'll leave that for a later
Yeah,
week because I'm sure Sergio Aguero beckons a fine case up front, but unfortunately Aaron Shearer's going to poop all over him. So
Aaron Shearer?
Who's Aaron Shearer?
He played for
let's
Villa
not have
until
this debate now because
2005.
I want to debate Alan
Right,
Shearer.
okay,
so.
brilliant. Okay, so we're
Aaron
going with
Shearer.
those two.
Yeah.
So far, we've got 3 Man United defenders as part of our back four.
2 Chelsea.
Well, I don't know. I see Ashley Cole as Arsenal because he was part of the Invincibles.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
Oh, both of them are Arsenal/Chelsea scenes.
Oh, God, it's awful.
You couldn't make it up, could you?
couldn't make it
It's
up.
as if we're just going to avoid Man City and Liverpool players. Anyway.
Right, that's it. That's the end of the
Norwich
episode.
players, though.
That is the end of the episode. Thanks very much for listening. Joe, it's you this week.
Good stuff.
You're the good stuff monitor.
Well,
Go.
you got the Facebook page, you got the
Screw's
Patreon page, and you got last week's episode.
Yeah, but
And when I say last week's episode, I mean last month's episode.
yeah,
The last episode, whenever it was.
just have last week's episode
Last
and then
Solar
just
Eclipse's
no
episode.
link. There's just
Error 404.
Your file
You can
cannot be
click that.
found.
well, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week to discuss more stuff, more games, more football. It's been great. Thank you very much, guys. See you soon.
See ya.
Thank you, see ya.